Hi, American Literature students. So for this assignment, you were going to read this excerpt from one of ours by Willa Cather, and you will complete these multiple choice questions, which I think are pretty self-explanatory. If you can, record your answers on your answer sheet and upload a picture of that. That makes it easier for me to grade. If you can't print the answer sheet, at least write them on a sheet of notebook paper. After you do that, you guys are going to be writing a narrative, so a couple of quick reminders when you write the narrative, okay? It needs to be from Ralph's perspective, so you will be using the first person, okay? So you are Ralph, you're using I. Also, keep in mind, I want you to use description, sensory imagery, okay? I want you to include some dialogue. Don't let dialogue take over the story, okay? And then I also want you to include some description of the characters, right? You might describe the scenery or the day. You're rewriting the story, the first part of the story from his perspective. So, from Ralph's perspective. So that's kind of focused maybe on the second paragraph, kind of rewriting that from Ralph's perspective. Also, I told students, if you wanted to make up a story like about the circus. It says the circus was on Saturday. So if you wanted to tell a story about what happened during that circus, as you're in like Ralph's thoughts, that's fine. Tell his feelings. Tell what he's thinking. Okay. Tell maybe even what he thinks about modernization. Okay. Tell how he feels about his brother. Okay, Claude. What's their relationship like? So again, when you're describing those inner thoughts and his feelings, really kind of try to tie in some of that. Um, with the narrative, of course, the more descriptive you are, the more sensory imagery, the better, the more, but make sure that you kind of keep it focused on just rewriting the beginning of the story from his perspective. So I told students, most students wrote about a page. It doesn't have to be that long. That was double space times New Roman 12-point font. The example that I looked at was like two really hefty paragraphs long. So somewhere between 2 and 4 paragraphs is fine. Make sure it has a clear beginning, middle, and end. Add as much description as you can. Make sure that you're focused on telling the story from Ralph's perspective. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. I look forward to reading your narratives. Thanks, guys. Take care.